Hello everybody and welcome on in to another stream. Might be surprised to see me streaming again this weekend. Honestly, I am too. But you know, I did say last weekend that I kind of want to start streaming more, and you know, I'm so far I'm, you know, sticking with that. I feel like there's a lot of times where I just say something and, you know, or I want to do something like that and I just don't actually commit to it, so. Plus, I'm just, you know, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to stream next week at all. It might be a couple weeks till I stream, just because this next week is going to be really busy for me, so that's another reason. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me go ahead and play another song here. Sorry about that. Trying to decide if I want to, you know, keep playing the Dark Matter album, or if I want to do, you know, I'm gonna do Driven to Madness. We're gonna do that one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn that down though. But Sprinkles, how you doing, man? I'm surprised you're not tired of talking to me yet. Dude, I love talking to you. Yeah, why would I be tired of talking to you? I enjoy, you know, interacting with you guys. And I appreciate you actually coming in here and chatting, you know? I also appreciate all the lurkers out there who are watching this, or who watch this. I just, you know, I like to hang out with you guys. You ever played Darkest Dungeon before? I'm looking to get it, but not sure. I actually just started playing it like recently. I haven't done much, but you know, that's actually a game I never thought I would ever want to play, because like a couple years ago I just could care less about it. I'm like, I don't, you know, just didn't look like my kind of thing. But for some reason lately, like I've kind of had the itch to try it out, and from the little I played of it, it's actually really cool. I would definitely recommend it. I can't say anything about the second one. I haven't really looked into that one, but the first one, you know, I've also heard it's just a really good game as well from a lot of people. I think it's a very popular game. So if you're into like the turn-based kind of stuff, you know, turn-based roguelike kind of games, you should check it out. I also just, I don't know, I love the art style of it, you know? That was actually something that turned me away from the game years ago. That was one of the things. But for some reason, it's like grown on me. Honestly, a lot of games have grown on me, like that I never thought I'd play before. So I don't know. As I've gotten older, I've just, you know, had more appreciation for like a lot of indie games, especially. Hey Morgan, what's up? How you doing? How's the volume of the music, by the way, guys? Is it good? I could always turn it up if you know, or turn it down, either way. I just want to make sure it's like, you know, audible, but not like too loud or anything. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some Borderlands. You know, I was honestly debating on whether or not I should even use my webcam today. I kind of felt lazy, you know, but I was like, you know, why not? Well, you know, I'll show my face again. Anyway, let's dive into some Borderlands. I'm just gonna be basically just doing what I was doing last time, and just finishing up my weapon proficiencies, leveling those up all the way, getting that done. I'm hoping to just, I should be able to do that in the stream, just get that done. I'm pretty much almost there. Only have like 2 more that I gotta level up all the way. Anyway, Borderlands. Sounds good to you? Nice. Sounds good. Got over whooping cough finally. Worse than the last flu I had, to be honest. Oh man. I'm glad you got over it, man. Because, yeah, I bet that's not fun. Dude, I'll tell you, I had like the worst, it was like stomach flu a couple years ago. Or was it, I don't know if it was a couple years ago, a few years ago. And I don't know if I've ever had such debilitating, like a debilitating virus before. Like, that was the most awful experience I've ever had, man. It was... And, like, I had it the worst out of everybody. You know, my parents got it, my girlfriend got it, but they didn't have it nearly as bad as I did. I was, like, throwing up for a week straight. And at the beginning, man, it was just non-stop vomiting. It was horrible. Like, I was at my girlfriend's house when it first started, and oh, dude, I won't forget that. That was terrible. And of course, like everybody else, like my girlfriend, she only like threw up a couple times, and that was it. But not me. And I'm like, you know, I'm the kind of guy who hates throwing up. Like, that's like my fear, one of my fears, my worst fears, is throwing up. To the point where, like, anytime I get nauseous at all, I just have, like, the worst anxiety, like panic attack. Like, because I'm worried I'm gonna throw up. Because I hate that experience. I hate the feeling of throwing up. It's just the worst. Anyway, let's stop talking about that. Let's see, Mordecai. What about Blasphemous? I can't tell where I want this mic today, man. I don't know. That's another game I've been looking into. I haven't, you know, I did try the demo of it, and I enjoyed it enough. I just have so many Metroidvanias right now that I'd much rather play through. You know, that I already own. Like, I need to play through, like, the Metroid series. You know, I played through the first couple Prime games, but I've actually never went all the way through one of the 2D Metroid games. Like, I really want to start Fusion. Go through that. There's also the rest of the Castlevania games. I did recently finish Record of Lodoss War, Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth, which is, I know, a mouthful. I recently did finish that. Really great game. I'd recommend it. It's nice and short. Not too short though, but I actually liked that about it. That's part of why I wanted to play it, because I feel like there's so many games, especially Metroidvania games, that are like really long, and I was just having that itch to play one, but like I just didn't want to spend forever playing it. You know what I mean? So I'd totally recommend that. Also, the fucking pixel art in that game's so gorgeous. But yeah, Blasphemous, I need to check that out for sure. Also, if I seem super jazzed up right now, it's because I drank like a whole ass cup of coffee before the stream. Just chugged one down. I got another one right here. Which was probably a mistake. Probably gonna regret that, but... Same, I hate throwing up. I always have mints on hand. Yeah, dude, like, I'm the kind of guy who, you know, I have, like, a lot of stomach problems. I think that's why I had, like, when I had the stomach flu, it was really bad for me, because I have a lot of, like, acid reflux, you know, stuff like that. I've had, like, sores in my stomach and esophagus that kind of constantly make me nauseous a lot and, like, have stomach issues, like stomach aches. And one of the things that I have, that I take is, like, you know, those little gingers. Like, I buy those, like there's a pack of, like, ginger candies you can buy on, like, Amazon. Those really help. I also tend to chew gum, you know, like mint gum. That usually helps, too. For me, though, what helps the most is just blasting myself with, like, cool air. You know, just sitting in front of my AC unit and just letting myself freeze. That tends to help. Because whenever I'm, like, hot, my nauseous is, like, 10 times worse, you know? Plus, it just distracts you, you know? It kind of distracts you from the nausea. Your brain can only really handle, like, you know... so many sensations at once. Oh god. Let's see, what do I even need to level up here? Rocket launchers and Iridians. Okay. Okay, so I gotta make sure I switch. Which one is it? Okay. Just making sure I got the hotkey down. Oh, dude, I love this track. You know, I'm gonna turn this one up a little bit. I love this track. Is this Kiss of the Creature? It is. Crank that one up a little bit. Hopefully that's not too loud. I love this track, man. You know what's crazy? I've been watching you since you did your Legendary Weapon guides, which was about 10 or so years ago. Now I'm married and just hanging, watching you play the same thing. Nice, dude. I'm honestly shocked that I'm still, you know, doing the YouTube thing after all this time. I don't know, I just love it, you know? I love making content, you know? I know I don't do as many videos anymore, but I still enjoy it, you know? Especially doing the streaming thing. I love streaming. I find it way more enjoyable. Alright. But it does feel nice to actually make videos again, because I know for a long time there, like, I wasn't making any videos. You know? In fact, I've taken like several hiatuses. From videos, like video making. On my channel. Like, I really want to start, you know, I've always dreamed of just doing like variety content, you know, because as much as I love Borderlands, I just don't want to be stuck doing Borderlands, and that's kind of where I've, you know, how I've felt for the last however many years. And I've definitely done like a lot of variety stuff on stream. I know, like, you know, the last little bit I've been doing like exclusively Borderlands though, mostly. But that's my goal, you know, is just become more of a variety streamer or YouTuber, whatever, content creator, influencer, as they call it. Fucking hate that word, by the way. Oh shit. Okay, doesn't look like there's an invisible barrier right there. I gotta be careful. Your guide helped me figure out my favorite weapon in Borderlands 1, the hammer. Nice, dude. The hammer is fucking amazing. I love that thing, especially on brick. Just tears through enemies. It's such a shame that weapon proficiency was only in Borderlands 1, one of my favorite aspects of the game. Yeah, I know, it is a shame. I did like that in this game. Other than, like, when you get to this point when you kind of have to grind it up, you know, just, that's kind of annoying, but, like, yeah. Outside of that, like, I wish it did get carried over. I guess it kind of, if you think about it, kind of got replaced with, like, bar, you know, like, badass rank and stuff like that. I can't remember what Borderlands 3 had. Borderlands 3 had its own little thing, too, didn't it? Also, it's fucking insane how long it took me to get the chopper in the last stream. Like, I was going for almost 4 hours, by the way. Basically 4 hours. And, like, I only got one chopper from farming this guy. That's fucking crazy. Okay, now I can turn this back down. Whoops. I do want to thank you guys for sticking around, though. It does mean a lot, like, those of you who've, like, stuck around for all these years, you know? I know the content has changed dramatically since, like, I first started YouTube. Like, I've looked back at some of my old videos, too. Like, once in a while, I'll look back and I'll be like, man, that is just... I mean, obviously, it's like it's a hard watch. They're a hard watch for me nowadays, but, like, just, you know, how I've changed just growing up. But my passion for Borderlands just kind of still remains, you know? Whoa! Oh my god, okay. Just like fucking rode along the invisible wall right there, okay. That was interesting. Chopper on a heavy gunner Roland is an absolute monster. The fire rate gets ridiculous. Oh, dude, I know. It's crazy. The only problem though is like the ammo consumption with that, I'm not sure if Roland can even keep up with that ammo consumption, even with like the support gunner and stuff, like just going all in on the ammo regen. I'm not sure, it's been a while since I've used it. Just in general, actually, I haven't used the chopper in a while. But this shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna say like an hour, maybe, of this. Hopefully less than that. Oh shit. If I don't fuck up like I almost just did. Because last stream I would like accidentally not switch to the weapon I needed to, and like I wouldn't even get any proficiency out of it, so it was like a waste of time. Waste of a run. So I gotta make sure I don't do that this time. But I'm hoping to, if we have enough time, and I feel like it, I can do some Iridian artifact runs as well. Iridian artifact farming runs. Because I need to get these maxed out as well. Which I think I only need these two maxed out, so that should not take long, like at all. And then this character is done. This playthrough is 100% done. So I can finally get to work on like endgame farming and all that stuff. Once again, just including it into my endgame roster of characters, which is all the Vault Hunters at this point, so that's awesome. Even Blitz, the Shock Trooper, which I need to install Blitz again. It would be fun to do some Blitz runs. Oh shit! Okay. Bzz. If you like doing builds and stuff, why not play Division 2 or COD Zombies? I mean, I do play COD Zombies. That's something that I've played a lot of. Not so much Division though. I did try the first Division when it came out. I just didn't get into it. I didn't really like the realistic setting paired with like looter shooter aspects with like spongy enemies, like these fucking just thugs without any armor that are just in like hoodies and stuff. And like jeans who are just like spongy as hell, just absorbing tons of rounds and shit. I didn't care for that. It was just kind of a weird combination of a game. I don't know. So I just didn't get into it. I'm sure Division 2 is kind of the same in that regard. But I mean, I love games like, the Souls games. There's a lot of build making there. Neo. Monster Hunter. But to be honest, I'm honestly not that great at making builds. I just never have been, like, making, like, meta builds. I usually have to, like, look shit up and, like, see what other people are doing. Like, I'll try to make a build, but it usually ends up being not great, and, like, there's, like, hardly any synergy, So... not really, like, a thing that comes naturally for me. Not really a skill I have. Zzz. Hey, what's up, JDX? Same, I occasionally delete characters just to start fresh. Something about the grind to max level is addicting. In this game? I mean, yeah. I agree. Again, there's a reason I've just been playing... that I'm still playing this game. Oh god. Hold on. dot wore off there. Oh geez, he is fucking me up. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Didn't think I'd switch to the rocket launcher in time. I'm just trying to speed this, go as fast as possible here. Part of why I chugged a whole cup of coffee before this, so I can actually focus. Because, like, normally I'm just like... Yeah, like, last time I was not focused at all. I'm sure the stream will, you know, evolve into that sooner or later, but... I'm cautiously optimistic for Borderlands 4. I really want it to be good. Same. That is exactly how I feel. That's a good way for to describe it, is being cautiously optimistic. Just very cautious, and you know, again, I've been using the word skeptical. Like, part of me wants to be really excited about it, but like, at the same time, the other part of me is like, okay, you need to, you know, taper that a little bit. Because there's definitely a likelihood that I'll get disappointed. You know, Gearbox is, oh shit, fuck. Gearbox kind of has a really poor track record if you think about it, man. They've just fucked up so many different games, man. Not even just Borderlands, but like look at Alien Colonial Marines and like Duke Nukem and stuff like that. Even though like I'm kind of low-key a bit of a fan of Duke Nukem Forever. That's a bit of a hot take. But it's definitely like easy to see that that game is, you know, there's something wrong with it. It's easy to see why people are disappointed with it. It's like how they just fucked up the Seekers of the Storm DLC for Risk of Rain, which apparently they fixed. I think they just updated it and fixed the issues, or at least some of the problems. But I just know when that came out, it was like overwhelmingly negative. Like the reviews were on Steam. Like people just hated it. Like, of course, once they take over, you know, the series, and the original, you know, the original developers like leave and move on, like, you know, of course Gearbox is gonna fuck it up in some way. Not surprised there. Extremely pessimistic. Be careful of the coffee. I know. I think it might even be too late for that at this point. Oh well. Bzzz. No, don't get out. I was hoping to, like, I was trying to hit the transition there in time. Lawbreakers. Oh man. That's another game I wish did well. I'm sad that Cliffy B's studio just kind of went under, honestly. Although I think he is back at he's making something, I thought. I don't know. Speaking of games Launchpad, I just beat Cyberpunk, and I gotta say I had a blast like 80% of the time. Yeah. Like, Cyberpunk is great, man. I love Cyberpunk. Got my girlfriend into that as well, and it's like one of her favorite games now. And I was like, you know, I've talked about it too, but like I played Cyberpunk at launch on PC, and I had a blast. Like, obviously it had issues, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. And maybe it's just because I was playing on PC, but I really didn't have like a lot of issues with it. Like, yeah, I had some jank here and there, but like, and maybe like 1 or 2 crashes during my entire playthrough. Like almost 100-hour playthrough, I'm pretty sure. Spent a lot of time on it, but since then I've done a couple other playthroughs of it, and also done the DLC, which is fantastic. And I'm not over here like excusing the fact that like the PS4 version, like the was it just the PS4 version or was it like the Xbox? Did the Xbox have it as well? But yeah, like the last gen versions were not great. Like that's inexcusable. But at least over on PC, like things were fine, at least for me. But again, since then, like they've really ironed out the issues and improved the game quite a bit. But the fundamentals are still the same, Dude, Brink, I love Brink. I'm just like the king of like hot takes, aren't I? I got a lot of hot takes because that's another game that's like, I think quite a few people didn't like. I enjoyed the fuck out of Brink. That's a game I actually want to go back and play because it's fun. The only problem with it though is at least playing it on like my PC, it for some reason it runs like it's stuck at 30 frames and I don't know how to fix that. But I think, maybe if I played it on my Steam Deck, that actually wouldn't be a big deal. Because I don't mind 30 frames on my Steam Deck. A lot more tolerable on there. It only crashed twice, which, when I'm playing Borderlands 3, I just come to accept it's going to crash. At least 3 times a play session. Damn. That's not good. Also, I'm getting a little too cold for comfort. Turn that off for a second. Attempt with Witcher 4. Like after Cyberpunk, you mean? Like you're like worried about Witcher 4? I mean, that's understandable. Personally, I'd like to think they learned their lesson, though, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I still need to play The Witcher 3. That's still something I need to play. Also, I just realized now it's playing this song from Dark Matter again. Oh well. That's fine, I love the song. I don't know, I'm pretty excited about Witcher 4. But, it is good to remain cautious as well. Because, like, despite me having, like, no issues, or hardly any issues with Cyberpunk at launch, it arguably had a really rough launch for a lot of people. And I'm not going to, beat around the bush and say that it didn't, because it did. Like, again, it's practically unplayable for some people, like if they were playing on like PS4, for example, like, and that there's no excuses for that, been getting into classic Doom games lately. Honestly, I dig it. Dude. I had like that classic Doom phase not too long ago when the Doom 1 and 2 Night Dive like remaster thing came out. Good shit. You should check that out if you haven't. I don't know which, because there's so many different ways to play Doom, like the OG Doom games. So, but yeah, that collection is fantastic, dude. I didn't finish everything in it though. But speaking of Doom, man, we got Doom in the Dark Ages, man, coming out like, fuck. When does it come out? Wednesday? Next Wednesday? At least if you don't get the deluxe edition, which I didn't get because fuck that. I already talked about that last time. I don't think that's worth it, but just to get like 2 days early access. And I know there's more to it, but like I just, we don't know what the campaign DLC is going to be like. We don't know how big it's going to be, if it's even going to be worth it. The skins, I don't really care. I'm so tired of companies just selling like deluxe editions that just have skins and like really nothing else going on. Like skins and like maybe like concept art and a soundtrack or something. Like that's just annoying. Like, especially for $20-$30 extra. It's ridiculous. I know Capcom fucking does that shit and it's annoying. And I still fucking give into it, which, yeah. Like with Resident Evil and stuff. Or with Monster Hunter Wilds. I know, shame on me. But what classic Doom are you playing, Morgan? Like currently? Because not only is there like Doom 1 and 2, but there's like all the expansions and the unofficial expansions, like Sigil and Sigil 2. Who knows, maybe I'll still stream Doom the Dark Ages. I know I said, like, recently that I probably won't, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I just worry I'm gonna get judged for sucking at the game. I know I shouldn't let that one person, influence me, but... Because let's just be honest here. I just, I wouldn't say I suck at video games. It's mainly just when I'm streaming video games that I fucking suck. Because, like, multitasking is not my strong suit at all. So when I'm trying to, like, commentate and play at the same time, the gameplay tends to suffer tremendously. Even if I'm doing simple shit like this, which thankfully this time seems to be going well. Again, probably because I'm high on coffee right now. Bzzz. Playing the newest version. Yeah, see, that's the one that I played. Yeah, it even has mods. I know, it's so sick, dude. I love Night Dive, dude. They've been doing some good work. Like I just talked about, and was it in the last stream that I hope they do like, a Condemned 1 and 2 remasters. Fuck, man, we just need we need, we at least need Condemned 2 on PC. Like, come on. Doesn't even have to be like, it could just be Condemned 2, like... It doesn't even have to be like anything crazy. Just port it over to PC. Let me run it at least 60 frames and I'll be good. You know what I mean? But yeah, I believe they just added Sigil 2, like, officially into the collection. Into that collection, which is pretty awesome. I want to check out the Sigil campaigns. I heard they're pretty tough, though. Wasn't it, fucking Plutonia? Something Plutonia, that's another one I need to play, and then... And, like, something TNT. Can't remember what they're called, but, like, there's a couple of other expansions that I need to check out that are also, I've heard, are fucking hard. When I was last playing it, though, I was going through Legacy of Rust, and I got to, like, Act 2 or whatever. Or, like, the second campaign of it. Whatever you want to call it. And I just, you know, I got stuck. I'm going to be honest. Like, that first mission, I need to go back and actually, like... Because I know I can beat it, it's just... Man. It's hard. I remember renting Condemned way back in the day. My local harps used to have a video game and movie section. Ah, dude. Yeah, it reminds me of, like, Blockbuster and stuff. Just renting movies and games. Another one I used to frequent as a kid was Hollywood Video. And connected to that was Game Crazy, which was like just a game store. Fucking miss that shit, dude. I actually still have... I still have some games that have like the Blockbuster kind of cover on them. And I have some from like Game Crazy and Hollywood Video as well. So that's pretty cool. Because I remember those stores actually let you used to buy, like you could actually buy the movies and games there, which is really interesting. So they kind of acted like as a store too, like where you can actually purchase things and keep them. Man, I love Dance with the Dead. You can see I'm rocking that, rocking a Dance with the Dead shirt today as well. It's just another one of those streams where I'm just like, fuck it, we're just gonna play some, play some fucking licensed music. I don't care. I don't care. Just as I expected in my last stream, I got hit with some claims, but wasn't a big deal. It's like there's no strikes or anything like that. It's just you end up like having to share like, revenue with the copyright owners. Typically what happens. Because like honestly farming this is just pretty dull, so just having some nice tunes in the background to listen to, it like helps. Along with talking to you guys. Oh my god! Wow, dude. This thing is just so, like, erratic sometimes. Has a mind of its own. I really hope Night Dive remasters, is it Hexen? Hexen. Is that right? I think that's right. Fuck. Hold on. I gotta make sure got the name right. Yeah, Hexen and Heretic, those games. The Hexen and Heretic games. Oh, I want them to fucking remaster those so bad, dude. Like they did with Doom. I'll have to see what... I didn't pay attention to what level we're at, though, with the rocket launchers, but I think we're getting there. We're almost there. Then we just have the Iridians, and that's it. And how long have I been going for? Not even an hour yet, so figured it would at least take like an hour or maybe an hour and a half. This is kind of a fairly long process. A little bit longer than I remember it being, but oh well, it's worth just doing. And yes, I'm well aware I could use Willow Tree to do this, but like, where's the fun in that, you know? Why work all this, you know, work for the rest of the playthrough just to like rank, you know, use Willow Tree to bring my proficiencies to max? It just doesn't make sense. So. Now, if this was like Borderlands 2, though, fuck some of that in-game shit, man. Like, I ain't gonna regrind all my weapons every however many levels as I'm trying to get to, you know, to the max level. And then you also have to consider, like, you know, going through the overpower levels, you know, then you also have to regrind there as you kind of go through that. So fuck that, man. Like, that's a game where I'm definitely using Gibbed. Like, I'll make the effort to, you know, to get to max level and to go through the overpower levels. Like, I won't skip out on that. But, like, as far as, like, regrinding gear, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to scale up what I have as much as I need to. I love tuning in just to chat. Makes farming mountain stuff feel less tedious. Hey, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad I can do that. Because, yeah, you guys make, you know, farming this less tedious. Kind of goes both ways, I guess, huh? That's awesome, though. Are you... I'm assuming you're farming something right now, though? Oh, jeez. Hold on, we're getting there. Man, the chopper is way more rare than I thought it was. I swear that thing was like, you know, it wasn't like common, but I would say it was like an uncommon drop, you know? Like, I thought you could get it in at least like 5 to 10 attempts before, but boy was I wrong. Unless I'm just really unlucky, which, there's that too, there's a possibility of that, so maybe the drop rate actually is fairly high, it's just I'm... You know, RNGesus is not in my favor. Bzzz. Bzzz. Oh god. Oh, see, that could have been bad. I don't know if there's an invisible barrier there, or there might be, but yeah, I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out either way. At least I have a decent Hellfire to use on this guy. It just speeds this up. I like to use the Hellfire on him. I also know I could use this to speed it up too. I should probably be doing that too. There we go. And also, as some of you may know, I you know, removed the vials from my inventory a few streams back because I found out they were actually causing the crashes that I was experiencing during this playthrough. But I will bring them back, you know, for the endgame farming, obviously. Just gonna have to put up with the crashes. It won't be as bad in that case, though. I feel like. It's just more annoying when I'm like trying to do like missions or like, especially when I was doing that circle of duty, and it crashes like midway through it, or even like most of the way through it. That was frustrating as hell. Which, it wouldn't be so bad if, like, I could just easily just, you know, load up my save and then, like, the circle of duty be right there, but I have to, like, go all the way, you know, through here and through the Sunken Sea to get to it, so... I know there is like fast travel mods now, which I need to get on those as soon as possible. I like DLC fast travel mods. I'm grinding my Mordecai to max level. Grinding ingredients with trespass skill. Oh, there you go, dude. Nice. That's awesome. You're also playing as Mordecai. Yeah, Mordecai's just really grown on me, honestly. Still, I wouldn't say he's my favorite character by any means, but I do like him a lot more than I used to. Because, like, again, there was a reason why it's taken me this long to get around to doing Mordecai. Like, Mordecai run. A full one, anyway. Because he was just the character I was least interested in playing. Make sure let's just top off and everything, why not? Okay. Yeah, when I did that video on farming Iridians to grind out to max level, like, I was honestly really impressed with just how, like, quickly I got to max level. Like, I leveled up, I think, like, what, 8 or 9 levels? Like, in a really short amount of time. I mean, it was still, like, a decent amount of time, but, like, not nearly, like, as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because I've had much worse experiences grinding to max level in like Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel and stuff. And this wasn't nearly as awful as that. So despite me being late to the party with that video, like really late to the party, I did want to cover it on my channel. Because I just felt like, I probably should, should do that. Like I should have a video on it. Especially knowing just how effective it really is, because I kind of just, again, oh, fuck off. I switched to the rocket launcher. Son of a bitch. Guess I was a little too late on that. Ugh, excuse me. We're gonna play, let's see. We'll stick with Dance of the Dead, but we'll do... we'll do B-sides. I love this. This is like one of their best albums. Actually, whoops, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. I have pretty much like every Dance with the Dead album, so... Well, actually, that's not true. I think I'm missing like 2. A couple of their older albums I don't actually have. But I have a lot of Dance with the Dead, so... Several hours worth of Dance with the Dead music. I'm still pissed that I haven't seen Dance with the Dead live. Like, there was one time, I think I talked about it, but I went with my girlfriend and we were gonna see them live. It was Dance with the Dead and Magic Sword. The Magic Sword was like the, they started things out. And the venue, though, was just so unbearable. Like, in terms of just... Like, it was so hot in that building. To the point where we had to, like, we just couldn't stick around. Like, once Dance with the Dead finally started, we had to leave, which sucked. I can't remember if I got this shirt from there. And I'm pretty sure I got a Dance with the Dead shirt from there. But, yeah, that was... Dude, it was awful. And then they came back to that same venue, and I purchased tickets, but I didn't realize it was that same venue. And then I just decided, like, oh, I don't want to go there again, you know? So I basically wasted money. Yeah, the opener, exactly. I couldn't remember what it was called. But I got to see Magic Sword again for the second time. But, yeah, I wasn't, you know, I was hoping to actually see Dance with the Dead live, so... Still haven't done that. But yeah, man, it was awful. It was really tight. A lot of people in there. They're like rubbing, you know, elbows with each other. There was like, a drip from like pipes, like leaky pipes. They were just dripping on us. And as we left, like my girlfriend brought out, and you know, it makes sense. You know, you can't bring out like alcohol. But we just had like a glass of water, and the guy outside like was so rude about it. So yeah, it was a horrible experience, honestly. You can get a refund. I tried, man. I tried. I fought for a refund. It's so hard to get refunds, though, from, like, these concerts and shit. Because they really fight you on it, man. Like, I tried for the other one that I just didn't go to, because I realized it was the wrong, you know... Like, I hated that venue, right? It's the same one that we're going to. And, that was on me, though. That was my mistake, but I did try to get a refund on it, and that just didn't work out, so... One of these days, I'll see them live, and it'll work out. They do come to Utah fairly often, so... Same with Magic Sword. Magic Sword are actually, like, they're from Idaho, which is, like, right next to us. God, of course I'm... Oh, God. See, yep, I'm getting stuck. I knew it. I knew it. Bzzz. I also just can't tell if I'm, like, you know, a concert guy, honestly. You know, I love going to see these artists live, but, like, it's kind of overstimulating on the senses, you know what I mean, for me? I usually, like, feel like crap afterwards, you know? Like, my ears are ringing, and, like, I just feel, like, drained. Just also being stuck in, like, a small space with, like, a bunch of sweaty people. It's not very fun. Hopefully they improved the quality control. Hopefully. It was also, I'm trying to think when that concert was. It was later in the year. So it might have been cooler, but from what I remember, when we went there before, when it was miserable, it was also like it was fucking cold outside. But like inside, you go in there and it's like a furnace of body heat and sweat and pipes dripping on you. It was terrible. Like, I can't even just express how bad it was. And my girlfriend was very just miserable. I mean, she doesn't really care much for my music anyway, so she just kind of tagged along just because, but it just didn't help that the place sucked, man. Like, I was just, honestly, at some point I was just like, just praying that the Magic Sword was going to be over soon, and that I could just leave. Like, at some point I just stopped, like, even paying attention to the music and just was so, like, just uncomfortable. Yeah, me too, Morgan. I'm definitely like an introvert. It's, you know, I don't even get out of the house a lot, to be honest, but I think that's part of it too, you know, it's just, you know, a lot of like social energy. Even if I'm not even talking to anybody, it's just being like so like, you know, close to these other people and like, I don't know, it's kind of demanding on me mentally. That's a great girlfriend thing to do, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've had to go to some concerts, but I didn't particularly want to go to for her, but I did just because, you know, obviously I want to, you know, go because she wants to go. Like, for example, like Justin Bieber, that was one of them. I think, was that, did I get the tickets for her birthday? I can't remember what it was. It was for a special occasion. It might have been for our anniversary. I don't remember. It was something like that. Oh, hell no. Honestly, like, it wasn't terrible. Like, I'm not a big Justin Bieber fan. I don't I don't listen to Justin Bieber. Like, you know, unless she's like fucking playing it or whatever, but like, yeah, the concert wasn't bad. It was mainly just how crowded it was and how hard it was to like get in and out of there, man. It was an absolute fucking mad. It was madness, honestly. Just parking and like leaving the parking lot, like that was by far the worst part about it. But the music you're listening to right now is more my kind of music. Than like, you know, alternative rock, you know, stuff like that. Fucking emo shit. Ooh. Look at that, man. Fucking drops like legendaries and purples and all this other stuff before he drops a fucking chopper. Like, really? This song would not be out of place in Doom. Yeah. This whole album, man, is like, in my opinion, their best. Dance with the Dead's best work. I also like Out of Body, which is like one of their older ones. Not as popular. It's kind of more synth than it is like, you know, rock, I guess. Because like, I think, you know, their later stuff kind of, you know, incorporates more like, I don't know if I'd say like metal, but like, It's just it's not just like mostly synth, you know what I mean? Like there's other instruments being incorporated. Also, are any of you guys excited for fucking GTA 6? Anybody here excited for that? I personally could not give a you know, I could not care less about it. I know, that's crazy. Once again, I'm just full of hot takes, but I really just don't care. I don't care. I used to love GTA as well, but like honestly, like as I've gotten older, I just don't really care anymore, man. Like I'll gladly go back and play like GTA 4 or San Andreas or like, you know, some of the older ones. But man, I don't know. People seem to be fucking freaking out about GTA 6. It's crazy. I also saw they pushed it back, I think, the release date. Like, I feel like a lot of people who play fucking GTA 6 or like GTA are the same people who play like Fortnite and like, you know, Call of Duty Warzone, you know, those kind of gamers. Probably kids, too. I mean, to be fair, I played GTA when I was a kid, so I think a lot of kids did, though. Let's face it. I think a lot of us did. Bzzz. Oh, I know, dude. It's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be expensive. Yeah. And I like how some people are acting like GTA 6 is going to be like this huge, like, you know, it's going to fix the gaming industry. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, it's this beacon of light, you know? This beacon of hope. I just, like, are you kidding me? You think Rockstar are going to, like, you know? They're probably going to charge, like, $90 for it or something, man. Something crazy. At least $80 and have like egregious microtransactions and like, I mean, look at GTA fucking 5 online. Like, that shit is greed 101. I don't know why people are acting like Rockstar's like these, you know, these saviors. Oh, look. Fucking chopper. Look at that. Nice. I think I picked up the last one. Hold on. 16. Hold on. Let me compare this properly here. Yeah, this one, honestly, like that fire rate though, that is good. I think I'd rather have that one. Cool. Did not think I was even going to get another chopper drop, honestly. Chop till you drop. Wasn't that a Dead Rising game on like the Wii? Chop till you drop. Let's see. The thing is Rockstar know how to straight up manipulate. Yeah. And I also, like, aren't Rockstar known to, like, overwork their developers? Like with Red Dead 2, like, wasn't it like hellish for the developers to work on that game. I swear I heard about that. Because their games like have to exceed a certain quality or something. I don't know. This song right here kind of gives me like Torg vibes. Like the Torg DLC in Borderlands 2 gives me vibes of that. At least that first bit. Ah. Oh, dude, look. Yes. I'm glad I checked. So now we just have the Iridians. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get this shit done, man. Yeah, I agree, JDX. Oh, Morgan, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. My parents didn't care what I played as long as I acted right. Yeah, the hype. I know. It's got like insane levels of hype. Like more hype than I've ever seen for a fucking video game, I feel like. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. So the expectations, I mean, regardless of the quality, even if it's like good, I feel like people are going to be like there's going to be a lot of disappointed people because that's just how high the expectations are for this game. That's how high the bar is. But yeah, it just pisses me off that everybody thinks like Rockstar is like this beacon of hope in the for the gaming industry. I'm like, really, fucking really, dude. Like I've seen some like actual like articles on that. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Let's see. We'll whip out one of Sleep's Iridians for this. I mean, I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to use, because I'm probably still just going to use the Hellfire. We'll try this, though. This might even fuck him up. We'll see. Yeah, the whole AAA industry is fucked. Yeah. That's why I've been playing a lot of indie games as of late. I mean, that's doing okay, but still, this is probably... I guess I could use both. Look at that, nice. Alright. I know, of course Microsoft jumped on the whole $80 price tag. I mean, we saw it coming though. I think Sony's probably gonna do the same if they haven't yet. You know. I mean, that's just, yeah, it makes sense that they're gonna jump on that bandwagon. Like, oh well, Nintendo's doing it, so we can do it too. That's just gonna be the new standard, I guess. I mean, you know, they're not gonna complain. They get more money. Oh, don't get out. Come on. I just want to hit that transition. No! Ah. Me. Oh, I lost my vehicle. That's great. Dun, 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 dun. I actually kind of liked Fallout 4. I know, it has problems. It does. I recognize that, but I don't know. I kind of like that game. Starfield, though, on the other hand, ugh. Yikes. I wanted that game to be good. I really did, but... Just play No Man's Sky, honestly. It's way better. Ooh, barely switched to that in time. Had the Skyrim problem. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely like, you know, I'm a long time like Bethesda fanboy, honestly. Like at this point though, some of their you know, like Starfield though, like that's I don't care. I tried it. But I'm definitely worried about Elder Scrolls 6. But yeah, I did enjoy Skyrim. I did enjoy Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I know Fallout New Vegas was Obsidian, right? But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Fallout 4. I don't know. Even if the gameplay just kind of remains relatively, like, similar between all the games, you know? There's, like, something that I like about that. Like, there's something, you know... Even if it's kind of getting old now, you know, I think they're gonna have to mix shit up at this point, for sure. Ditch that creation engine. That's holding them back. Even though... I don't know, I still want, you know... If they switch to a different engine, like they've got to like still have all the mod, you know, support like that the creation engine has, because I think that's one of the best things about the creation engine is like how moddable it really is, you know. Those games wouldn't be like the same if like, you know, mods weren't a thing for them, or like as much of a thing. Because I think the modding, you know, community for them has like, oh, dude, another chopper! Holy shit! Wow. That was like almost back-to-back choppers. Dude. That might be better than the one I have. I don't really care. I'm just really trying to get this done. But still, damn. What was I even saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, just like the mods, you know, for those games really hold them up, I think. Like, look at Sky Oblivion, man. I'm so excited about that. Like, this Oblivion remaster just, like, gets me even more excited about Sky Oblivion. I'm so fucking excited. I really want Elder Scrolls 6 to succeed. Yeah, I'm definitely not, like, excited right now. I mean, we haven't gotten, like, anything other than that teaser many years ago, which, by the way, fuck that. They were so dumb for teasing Elder Scrolls 6 that early. Like, they weren't even working on it. They were working on Starfield, and they, like, teased Elder Scrolls 6. It's like, I hate when companies do that. Honestly, like, Team Cherry's kind of in that boat, too, with Silksong. I mean, I think Silksong hopefully is going to be finally coming out this year, but the fact that they announced it, like, in, like, what was it, 2019? It's just like, fuck. Fuck that. Shit, I'm actually gonna go down, maybe. Let's get behind him. Get behind him. Come on. Come on. Die, bitch. I know, it wasn't even a teaser. It was just like... just like, hey, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. It doesn't exist at all and won't exist for many years. But it's coming. Eventually. Maybe. Just gotta get everybody excited for something that just doesn't exist and won't for a while. So... Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, was it when he threw his still thing? I don't know. Iron Fall 4 were good games. Didn't have the Elder Scrolls and Fallout name on them. I mean, I could definitely see, like, especially with, like, the Fallout games, like, you know, obviously Bethesda just took their Skyrim, you know, like Elder Scrolls kind of formula and just put it, you know, slapped it on the Fallout games, you know? Like, when people say, like, oh, it's just Skyrim with guns, it's like, they're kind of not really wrong about that. You know what I mean? Like, if you're familiar with Skyrim, like, you'd be at home with Fallout. It's like when I showed my girlfriend Fallout for the first time, because she was like, when I met her, she was really into Skyrim. And she was skeptical about Fallout, but she got, like, right into it, because it's just, like, a lot of shit's very similar. A lot of similarities. Ah. Yeah, it's not, I don't think it is a thing. Yeah, it hasn't been a thing for I think, several years now? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna keep going on this, but I really gotta use the bathroom. But I'm gonna keep going on this. I'm gonna finish this up today. Even if it's the last thing I do, I'm getting this done. So I'll let you guys just keep listening to Dance with the Dead, and I will be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. What did I miss? Anything? Song gives me Dying Light vibes. This song, or might have been a different song. I don't know how many songs were playing before while I was gone, but sounds like a Ghost Runner track. Oh, definitely classics. Man, I remember playing Dying Light, the first one. I enjoyed that game. Alright, let's not fuck around. Let's just jump back into this. Keep on grinding this out. Whoops. Hold on. There we go. Did you wash your hands? I did, and I put lotion on. Because my hands are very dry right now. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm the kind of person who washes my hands too often, like too much. Alright, Oop, what am I getting caught on? The fuck? Oh, man. Almost there, guys. Almost there. I don't know if I'll get the Iridian or artifacts in today. I'll try. We'll just see. I might do like a couple runs of that and just kind of hope I get lucky, get the drops right away, but... I had an ex that was bad about that. Grossed me out. Oh, just like not washing her hands. Ugh. Yeah. Dude, I had this, you know, back when I was dating many years ago, before I met my girlfriend, there was this girl that I was gonna have a fling with, you know, and you know, everything was going well until I got to her house. It was fucking gross. There was like rats and like there's like, I don't know what it was, but there was like, she had cats as well, but there was a bunch of like animal shit everywhere, like just clutter. It was kind of a dive. Like her bedroom, like I didn't even want to sit on her bed. So yeah, needless to say, it didn't go well. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know what sort of animal feces it was on the grounds. You know, could have been cat, but I know there was like mice and like rats or something. I'm pretty sure she even told me that. Had some pretty interesting experiences doing, you know, I mean that's what you get when you do Tinder and like, you know, Bumble and stuff. That's what I would use, you know. You get all sorts of. It's inevitable you're gonna have some interesting encounters on there. Because, you know, for an introvert like me, going out and like actually like talking to a girl in person, like meeting with, you know, a girl like well, you know, surprisingly, actually, once I talked to them on Tinder and stuff, like, it was actually not that hard for me to like have the courage to go meet them. But I'm talking like actually like going up and like asking for a girl's number, for example, like that's just not something that I don't think I could do. This is something I couldn't do, man. But yeah, surprisingly, like, it was really easy, like, though, like, talking to him, you know, on, like, Tinder or whatever. And then, yeah, like, I met, like, quite a few women just from that. And it's kind of crazy to think back because, like, you know, like, it's hard to picture myself, you know, like, I kind of wish I had the same mindset as I did then with, like, making new friends in real life. Oh, dude, another fucking chopper. Holy shit. Because I don't. Like, I'm way more, like, I don't know, uncomfortable with, like... It was just for some reason when I was, like, dating, you know, it was a lot easier. I don't know why. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, what's up? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, did I not buy grenades? Whoops. I mean, I could, like, easily talk about, like, my, you know, bad dating experiences all day. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh god. I'm just very grateful to have, you know, have found a woman that, you know, yeah, just that I matched with perfectly, you know. In the end, it was all worth it. all the shit, all the shit I went through, man. It's worth it. Man, it's crazy to think, like, I think we've been together for 5+ years now? Is it going on 6 years this year? Fuck, something like that. It's crazy. Sometimes I feel self-conscious. A lot of my friends are married with kids, and I'm just single at home. Whenever I don't have to deal with drama, and I feel better about it, yeah. It's hard to picture myself being single, though, honestly. Like, I'm not the kind of person who wants to be single. But, you know, obviously, like, not everybody's like that, you know? Some people like the single life, you know? It's just not for me. And by the way, I did actually meet my girlfriend on Tinder as well, which is insane. Like, I don't know if a lot of people can say that they've, like, met their longtime partner on Tinder. Feel very fortunate, you know. But yeah, there was a lot of mental, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like mental and emotional exhaustion. Probably a better word for that. Just a lot of stuff I had to go through in order to, you know, get to where I am. Because, you know, that's the thing with dating is like, you're more than likely not, you know, especially if you're doing like online dating, like Tinder, like you're not gonna have like, just the perfect like experience first try, you know. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot out of you, more than likely. Not saying it's not possible for you to have like, you know, just perfect luck with that, but like I think more than likely like 99% of people, you know, have to kind of go through the ringer before they really meet this, you know, somebody who they truly connect with. And I had to go through that ringer. It's not easy. In fact, that was probably like right before I met my girlfriend. That was probably like the darkest time of my life. I was not well. Thankfully, my parents don't pressure me, and they're very good about being supportive. Feel lucky in that regard. Yeah, that's awesome. I feel that way about my parents as well. With that. Single life rocks. Bzzz. Now, I'm definitely the kind of guy, though, the kind of person who likes to be in a relationship but doesn't want to have a kid. I don't ever picture myself having a kid. I feel like that would be a very bad idea. Like, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to, like, support myself, let alone, like, having to, like, worry about, like, a child. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Just being real. It's like, I don't really want to pass down, like, my, you know, my mental and physical illnesses down, you know, have it, yeah, just, that just doesn't sound like a good idea. I don't even know how we got into this topic, by the way, but talking about all this stuff, I don't know. Kind of getting into some personal shit. Which I don't, honestly, I don't mind talking about this kind of stuff, but I don't know if you guys care to hear about it. Can you beat Borderlands if every enemy is Cromrax? Sounds like a YouTube title. Yeah. There's a lot of videos like that, man. There's so many videos of like, can you beat this game, you know, with like, I don't know, what's a ridiculous challenge? Like, there's so many of those kind of videos on YouTube. And they always get like tons of views. Maybe I need to do one of those. Like, can I beat Borderlands using the retreat only? No, I don't know. I want to see someone mod a racetrack around Carmack so you can use the retreat. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Somebody actually needs to make a racetrack mod. Holy shit, how's that not been done for this game? Dude. Sleep, if you're watching. TCD, if you're watching. You guys should do that. I don't know if you guys are going to watch this, but probably not. Somebody should make that. That'd be fucking awesome. Like, imagine racing your friends, man. Like all retreats. Holy shit. Doesn't even have to be retreats. Just using, like, the racer... Like, all racers. That'd be so sick. Dun, 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 dun. That's actually a genuinely really good idea, I feel like. Can you beat Borderlands only using fart? Using only fart wins as a controller? What the fuck? People have kids when it becomes affordable. When it's affordable again, yeah. When I turned 25, I had baby drive. I was thinking, even thinking what I'd name my kids when the time comes. But probably isn't in the cards, and that's okay, yeah. Like, everybody else in my family has a kid at this point. All my other siblings have at least a child. A kid. In fact, one of my brothers, like, has, like, fucking four kids. Which is insane. But, like, man, dude, I go to, like, the store sometimes and I just, like, I hear, like, a baby crying and, like, causing, like, chaos, and I'm just, like, I'm just reminded of how, like, I don't want to have any kids. You know what I mean? And my girlfriend feels the same way. We both feel that exact same way. It's just not for us. I remember in OG Halo 3 always making racetracks in Forge. Aw, dude. Yes. Oh man, I love Forge. I used to make, like, custom levels in Halo Reach Forge, on, like, Forge World for my friends. And by, like, levels, I mean, obviously I wasn't able to have, like, AI, but I would make, like, these obstacle courses for my friends to play that were really hard. Like, these platforming challenges. Oh, man, good times. I just love when games have, like, any sort of, like, editor mode. Like Doom 2016 with SnapMap, dude. Oh my god, that shit. I've spent so much time in SnapMap. Like, pretty much most of my time playing Doom 2016 was spent in SnapMap. Which reminds me, I still need to go and, like, actually, I want to show you guys the maps I've made in that, because I've spent so, I mean, yeah. I've spent so much time, like hundreds of hours, making them. And I've actually, I've published those maps as well. I just don't know, like, I'd love to show you guys because I'm pretty proud of them. I mean, they're not perfect by any means. In fact, they're kind of unfinished to an extent, but... I just miss when, I just love when games, like, have that. I wish we'd get that more. Like, I remember, like, as a kid, like, messing around in, like, the Time Splitters level editor, and, like... Yeah, even, like, Forge. I just wish Forge, had, like, AI that you could spawn. I mean, now there's mods for that sort of thing, but... If we're sharing heart takes, I feel like I should too. I kind of like Saints Row 2022. Only a tiny bit. Really? No, that's a hot take. What makes you like it? I'm not gonna judge you though. Yeah, this is like definitely like a Doom song, isn't it? Right now. Fuck. Speaking of Doom, I could always play on the Doom 2016 OST. I have that on my PC. Just farm Motorhead to that OST. Dude, I'm almost there. Almost to max proficiencies. Yes. I thought you were cool, Morgan. Having nieces and nephews is very good. Yeah, very good birth control. Yeah, same. Yeah. Like, I just can't imagine, like... Because, again, I already, like, have a hard time just, like, some days just taking care of myself. So I can't imagine taking care of, like, another person like that. Like a kid. It just... I don't know, man. It kind of like sounds like it consumes your life as well, you know what I mean? Honestly, turn my brain off for it, like Borderlands 3, yeah. I mean, we can all have our guilty pleasures. You know, I've got some games that are guilty pleasures as well. God, what's an example though? Fuck, I'd have to look through my library. Trying to think one right off the top of my head. I know I have some, for sure. I knew I do with movies too. Like, for example, like this is a hot take, but like the Resident Evil movies, and not like the animated ones, but like the live action. You know, even though those movies are kind of stupid, I'd say the first one's actually pretty decent though. But like the rest of them are like arguably like, but like. I don't know. I grew up watching them, and they're just fun little action movies. I don't know. I don't take them too seriously. Dude, another chopper. Holy shit, we're getting a lot of choppers. See, this is kind of what I was expecting. Is these kind of drop rates? Right here. This is what I was expecting. Is it still a hot take to like RE5? I don't think so. I like RE5. Now, what is a hot take is liking RE6, which I like. I guess that's a hot take right there. That's a guilty pleasure kind of game for me. Which I hate that. I hate feeling guilty for liking something that other people don't like. It's... That's part of why I kind of wish, like, the internet didn't exist, you know? So you didn't, like, feel, you know, bad for playing something that's hated, I guess. I don't know. Like, guilty. Like, for me, Cyberpunk was like that at first. Everybody was shitting on Cyberpunk, and I'm over here like, oh, I'm having fun. But I also kind of felt bad. I'm like, oh, fuck, should I not be having fun? That's kind of what happens, man. It's kind of sad. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but I'm sure other people can. At Jack losing subs, you know, I don't care. If people are gonna have, you know, issues with some of my takes, then that's on them. Like, if you're offended that I like RE6, then, you know, then maybe I don't want you around on my channel. You know, maybe you should leave. Because, like, I understand that's a hot take, and I understand, like, if you don't like it, but, like, come on, man. Like, I'm not gonna hate you guys for liking Borderlands 3, for example, or something, you know? Or like Morgan, like when you said you kind of like Saints Row, the reboot or whatever, like I might not get that, I might disagree, but like I'm not over here like, oh fuck you, you know, get the fuck out of here. You're a titty guy, never cared about ass. What? Ass is where it's at. What a stream this is, isn't it? We're all over the place, aren't we? Oh, jeez. This is also what I get for being, like, jazzed up on coffee right now. Wait a minute. Oh, God, we're so close, man. How long have I been going for? 2 hours, basically, at this point. Yeah, I might fit in a couple or artifact runs and hopefully... Let's see, what other music can I play? I could keep Doom's Dance with the Dead. I might do something that's non-copyrighted, actually, for the rest of this. Just because I don't want to go too crazy with this. We'll go back to playing... where is it? The Distance soundtrack. Let's do that. Oh god, whoops, I forgot. Damn it, I always forget that. Hold on. There we go. Okay. How loud is this? Should be good, I think. Good volume. I'm not here as often as I like to be. Sometimes a bit in a depression burrito, if that makes sense. Oh, dude, I totally can relate to that. I could totally relate to that, man. But, you know, I appreciate you coming in, man. Hopefully, the streams can help you out a little bit, you know? Because I do know what that's like. I like to try to be down to earth and, you know, relatable with you guys, and, I always try to, you know, make for an entertaining stream. I don't know how well I do at that, but hopefully you guys are, you know, enjoying. Jesus, JX. I'm really glad you got back to making content. Like, videos? Oh shit, because I've always been here making content. Like the streams have actually just... I've been doing for years. I don't think, like, there might have been periods of time where I haven't streamed for, like, maybe, like, a month at most, I think? I don't know. But really the streams have been pretty consistent-ish. Yeah, as far as, like, videos, like, yeah, that's a different story. But yeah, I've been trying to get back on the video train. It's been slow. You know, I just kind of make videos when I feel like it. I don't really, you know, I used to kind of pressure myself into, like, making videos, like, every, you know, being very consistent with video making, but I felt like that kind of made me not really enjoy making them as much, you know? So it's kind of more fun to just do it at my own pace and just kind of do it every now and again. I still try to, like, you know, obviously don't want you guys to wait, like, super long for a new video. Like, I hate going for, like, several months without putting one out there, but it's not like what it used to be, you know? Just kind of when I feel like it. We need you to react to yourself. Look at your old ass vids. Yeah. I remember doing some of that reaction content a long time ago, which is kind of funny because I could, like, react to my old reactions at this point. It's been so long. But man, it's hard for me to go back and watch some of my old content. It might make for some entertaining streams, though. I don't know. I could maybe do that if you guys would want to see that sometime. Just kind of go back and make fun of, you know, some of my old shit, just for fun. Like, sometimes my girlfriend and I might, you know, we'll go back and watch a couple of my, you know, older videos just to kind of make fun of it. Oh, some of the stuff that I say, man, or used to say, like, God. Yeah, that's another thing. I was using Twitch almost exclusively for a while, or pretty much exclusively for many years. And then I did Restream, and then I, you know, went to YouTube exclusively, and now I'm back to using Restream, so. And hopefully it kind of stays this way. I need to get some more ammo for this, I'm running out. Ah, we're almost there. Oh, I'm gonna be so glad when this is done. This is just getting kind of a little tedious at this point. But you guys make it a lot more bearable. I'll tell you that right now. If I was doing this off stream, I'd be... yeah, I would not be having fun. This kind of farming is not fun. Let's just face it. Do like other people do this too, or am I the only one who actually like does this? Like, do other people just use Willow Tree at this point to get their proficiencies maxed out? I'm just curious, like how you guys like, you know, or other people do this. Because I really haven't heard other people like mentioning that before. Like, oh yeah, I'm farming my proficiencies right now with farming Motorhead for proficiencies or Rack Hive or whatever. Like, I don't really hear that ever. Am I the only one who actually bothers? I don't know. Probably not, but I'm sure many people just don't bother with this, which is kind of fair, to be honest. I want to make sure I have time to play some Amnesia tonight. The Bunker. Been enjoying that a lot. I think I'm almost finished with it, actually. Which is good, because I was kind of hoping it would be something I was able to finish in like one weekend. Whoops. Oh! There we go. Because again, I'm just trying to kill the time before Doom the Dark Ages comes out next week. I'm on console, so I do everything manually. Gotcha. That's fair. Like, I honestly just can't imagine doing Borderlands 2 on consoles. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I've played Borderlands 2 on consoles, but like, you know, the end game stuff, like getting to max level and going through the overpower levels and, you know, the Destruct Peak and all that stuff, that sounds like a nightmare when you don't have access to Gibbed. I'm gonna be honest, it just does not sound fun at all. That is one of the worst things by far about Borderlands 2, is that endgame grind. Like, actually just getting to the proper endgame, like max level, OP10, is just a joke, dude. It's a joke. By the time you even get there, you probably just don't even want to keep playing. You don't even want to, like, start the actual endgame farming, you know? Because you're just so exhausted. Pre-sequel also has like a kind of annoying grinds for the level cap, but I feel like it's not nearly as bad. I found a, you know, pretty decent method of leveling up quickly in that game. I've actually two different methods I've covered on my channel. The first being okay. It's honestly, you know, looking back, it's like, yeah, that's probably not the best method. Hence why I made like another video covering like an even better method, which I would say is still, I don't know, it's probably the best method that you can even do in the game. I could be wrong on that, but it's really quick, really easy. The only problem with it, only downside, is you have to start over UVHM in order to do it. In order to do it, so it's obviously something you want to like know about before you even go through UVHM. Like, you just want to like start with doing, you know, start by going through, getting to max level, and then actually properly going through UVHM, because it kind of sucks to go through UVHM and then like learn about that and have to start all the way over and like go through it again. Which I had to do, but it is what it is. I'll be honest, I usually cap out on TVHM on Borderlands 2. I'm just not very good. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Honestly, UVHM, that's another thing I hated in Borderlands 2, man. Kind of ruined it a little bit too. Just I wish True Vault Hunter mode was just like the definitive endgame mode, you know? Because like Ultimate Vault Hunter mode just introduced a whole new, like, whole bunch of issues. Like, for example, the over-reliance on slag, and how like your builds are really like stripped down. Like, you really can't have a lot of build variety. I mean, you know, there's still a pretty decent amount, but like a lot of stuff is just straight up like not good in the end game, which kind of sucks because the scaling is just so bad. And again, the over reliance on slag and stuff just kind of cripples it. So another reason I like this game a lot, because it doesn't have that. I mean, it just caps out at TVHM, you know? Like, yes, this game could, you know, have more challenging modes, difficulty modes or something. That would be cool, but... that's one good thing I'll give Borderlands 3 praise for. I personally enjoy the endgame much more than Borderlands 2. See, I wish I could have more of an, you know, an opinion on the endgame for Borderlands 3. I just don't. I just don't. I need to go back and actually kind of experience it properly so I can actually talk about it. I've been meaning to. I've been talking about that too. Like, I think I did in the last stream, just going back and like revisiting it and checking out some of the DLCs that I didn't actually play. So I need to do that at some point. And just see the current state of the game, you know? I'm sure I'll still have many issues with the game, but, you know. I'm willing to check it out again. Because I don't actually hate Borderlands 3. I know I always hate, like, I tend to hate on it a lot. Like, just say, you know, talk trash about it, but there's actually, like, some things I really do enjoy about it. And I think if I hated it truly, like, I wouldn't feel like actually going back and checking out some of that stuff I missed, so... Like, the gameplay loop is good enough to where, like, you know, that can kind of carry things for me, but... I also still really need to check out Wonderlands, like, really bad. Oh, dude, we're so close! Can't believe it's taken, like 6 hours. No, I fucking switched too late. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Ah. I had one job. Come on. Oh, this is a good track. I love this track from distance. Good shit. Turn this one up a little bit. Again, I just wish the drop rates in Borderlands 3 weren't so high. I heard they're better, but like they're still, I think, really high. If I could just get like a mod that fixes that. Is there a mod for that, by the way? I know there's a lot of mods for Borderlands 3, but can anybody tell me if there's a mod that like reduces the drop rates significantly? Or lowers the drop rate significantly? The legendaries and shit. Like, if somebody could tell me that that's a thing, that would be much more interested to go back and play the game. That's one of my biggest problems with it, is the fucking drop rates of the legendaries and stuff, man. How common they are in that game. At least Borderlands 4 recognizes that's a problem and is gonna fix it. Also, apparently, like I was talking about yesterday, or in my last stream, that pearls are not going to be in the game, but then I guess some of the developers, including Randy, did like this interview. I don't remember what it was exactly, but they talked about Borderlands 4 and answered some questions, and I guess Randy kind of confirmed that pearls are going to be in the game. Kinda. Like he was like, he kind of stopped himself, you know, because he was listing all the rarities, and then when he got to Pearl, like he was about to say, he's just like, puh, and then he like kind of stopped himself. So I don't know. Maybe they're not going to be at the game at launch though, or in the game at launch rather. Sorry. Hey Zeus, what's up? How you doing? Did I even? Oh my god, dude! Did I not switch to it? What is going on? I'm like at the very tail end of this, and I'm not. Oh god, what the fuck, dude? I've been doing so good up until now, up until the very end of this. I've got to be screwing this up somehow. All right, this time I am gonna do it, my lord. Borderlands 3 is the best in the series, really. Speaking of hot takes, wow. It took me a long time to realize it, but if you go back and play it now, you'll see that. I'm sure I'd like it maybe a little bit more if I went back, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll, you know, like it that much. But, you know, I respect the fact that you know, enjoy it and whatnot. Because again, I know other people will be like, oh, fuck that. Fuck you for liking Borderlands 3. Piece of shit. Oh god, whoa! Alrighty. Pearls for the deluxe edition. Oh god, please no. Please no. That would suck. Just want to say you were one of the people that got me into the original Borderlands. Also, I'm going to turn this down now that that song's over. Sorry about that. So you were one of the people that got me into the original Borderlands more than 5 years ago. Just glad you're still kicking. Hey, dude, that's awesome. That's great to hear that I could get you into this game, into the masterpiece that is Borderlands 1. Thanks for sticking around as well. It's always cool to see, you know, people that have been sticking around for so long, you know, on this channel. And it's also great to see anybody who's new to my channel. You know, I appreciate all the support. All right, this time I'm switching. It's now 50! Yay! Except it's not quite, yep, it's not quite maxed out. We got one more run, and then we're done with this. Thank the Lord. Hold on a second. Ugh, God. I need a better way of doing this, by the way. Let's see. How do I... There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Just had another bot in the chat. I have 10,000 hours in Borderlands 2. Damn, dude. I only have like... How many hours do I have in this game? I gotta actually check that. On Steam, anyway, I only have 1,878.7 hours, which is still a lot of fucking hours. It's almost 2,000 hours. And that's, I'd say that's a lot. But like 10,000, man, I can't imagine spending 10,000 hours on a game, man. Mad respect. Holy shit. I'd say I'd have like over 2,000, like maybe 2,500 hours still, to be honest, total. If I'm including like Borderlands on like the Xbox and everything too, because that's what I originally started playing this game on, and I eventually got it on PC. There's no way people like Thumper SMGs, right? I don't know. I think I saw somebody on the Discord actually who said they liked Thumpers. I can't remember why. But I'm sure there's a fan base for them somewhere. So that is like a really hot take, actually. If there's a hot take, that is a hot take. Liking Thumpers. But again, I ain't gonna judge if that's your thing, if that's your cup of tea. I'm not a big fan of single fire combat rifles in this game. I don't know if that's I'm sure there's like more people that are into those, but I just personally am not a big fan. Not that I'm like against single fire weapons or slow fire weapons, I just don't find them very good in this game. Fire rate usually is like, you know, it's kind of a big deal, you know, in this one. Having better fire rate usually is better, you know. But I can appreciate what they were going for with like the Thumpers. I just wish the execution would have been better, you know. Because I think they were trying to do like high damage, low fire rate, but it doesn't work, you know, and they're not that fun to use. Like, usually when you have an SMG, you know, you kind of expect it to shoot a little quickly. You know, you don't really expect it to be, like, one of the slowest firing things in the game. So, it ends up feeling kind of awkward, you know? That's like, you use it and you're like, I can only imagine somebody's first experience with an SMG in this game and it being a Thumper. They're like... It just puts them off of SMGs entirely. Because it just doesn't feel natural. It just feels like they tacked that on to like an SMG that's supposed to fire quickly, but it doesn't for some reason. Bzzz. This might be a hot take, but I dislike like 75% of sniper rifles in Borderlands 1. Only the Skullmasher and Orion are the ones I like. Interesting. Huh. Now, I'm actually not a big sniper fan in this game either. I wouldn't say that I don't like the sniper rifles, I just suck at sniping. Like, you know, unless it's like a Skullmasher where, you know, you have like such room to actually, like, you have a lot of room to miss. Or, I guess miss, I don't know, because like you have like so many projectiles that you're shooting that it's hard to miss, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, we just need one more run. This is it. This is the final run, and I'm done with this shit. But I'm just curious, like, why don't you like them, though, you know? Just out of curiosity. Okay, switch. Because for me, it's just because I'm like terrible at them usually. And for some reason, the aiming in this game like feels weird compared to like other Borderlands games. It always has to me. Like you feel like you get a headshot, or you should be getting a headshot, or landing a hit, and it doesn't connect. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way in this game, but sometimes like it feels like the hits aren't registering when they should be. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what, you know, if the hitboxes... I don't think it's the hitboxes. I think it's just the way the weapons, like, your shots behave, like, where they actually go is, like, way off. Something. I don't know. Sometimes, like, they're just, you know, you think they're gonna go one way and they don't, and you just miss entirely, and it's like... I don't know. Sometimes, like, that's another reason I'm not a big fan of sniping in this game, because it's just, like, I feel like there's a lot of times where it's just... I feel like I should be hitting, you know, my shots should be connecting, but they don't, and it's kind of frustrating, I don't know. But that kind of applies to other guns, too. It's just sniper rifles, it's very noticeable. And that might just be a me thing. But there we go, look at that shit. All our proficiencies are maxed. All maxed out. That is sexy. I'm gonna take a Steam screenshot of that. There we go. Level 69, maxed out proficiencies. Now all I gotta do is get the rest of these relics, which is just the shock and acid relics. And I'm gonna go, I think I used to, didn't I farm? I'm gonna do a few runs of this. I'm not gonna go for too much longer, but I'm gonna try this real quick. I'm pretty sure I'd farm. What's his name over here? I don't even remember what the name of it is. It's that skag that's missing a leg. Isn't it missing a leg? Something like that. Where's he at over here? I guess I could farm Craw as well. I think I'm going to try this, because I remember I used to do this method. This actually is fairly consistent. I'm pretty sure he does drop an artifact every time you kill him. Let's see, though. We'll try this out. It's been a while. Scar. That's his name. Yeah, there we go. And I already have that. Isn't level 6... I should know this, but I can't remember. Isn't level 6 max for artifacts in this game? You guys are going to have to tell me, because I think it is. Pretty sure it is. So yeah, as you can see, like, it's just right out of the gate, like, got an artifact. Pretty sure it's like every time. The only problem with farming artifacts is that you have a chance of getting an artifact for another character that's not your character, so that's kind of annoying. Otherwise, this would take, like, this would not be very time consuming at all, but there's a chance that it's gonna be, just because we're not gonna get the relics that I want for the character that I want. Also, I don't know why I'm opening this. I don't really need to. Probably shouldn't be. It's tempting, but I just kind of want to kill this fucker as fast as possible, you know? Oh, look, there we go. We just need one more, then we're done, I think. May as well just try this. Yep, Acid Wing, that's the only one, I believe. Okay. If it doesn't work fast enough, the named Wereskags, the zombie DLC, always drop them too. You get 5 chances per farm. Oh, dude, that's cool. I might have to cover that. That's nice. I'll have to try that if this doesn't work, which at this point, I'm assuming this shouldn't really take much longer. Might even get it this run, but oh god, damn, that hurt. Oh, see, wrong class. Getting kind of lucky just getting it for my class first couple times. I love the cartoonishly squishy sound that plays when you gib someone in this game. They just explode immediately. I know, dude. The gore in this game is just the best in the series, man. I know, like, Borderlands 3 thankfully kind of tried to bring that back, but I don't find it as satisfying as it is in this game. Like, there's just something about, like, blowing up somebody's head in this game and seeing, like, the blood, you know, spurt out. It's like... It's just... It's so good. Or just, like, going around with, like, an explosive weapon and just, like, blasting off limbs. I don't know. Alright, what's that? Oh, wait a minute. Is that it? Oh, fuck. I think that's it. Oh. There we go, guys. We are done. This playthrough is now officially complete. Got all the artifacts maxed out, got all the proficiencies maxed out, got to max level, got all the missions that I wanted to complete done. Yeah, this character is now complete. Hell yeah. It only took like however many fucking streams to do this in like a year. Well, it feels like a year anyway. I think it has been like a full year since I started this. Year and a half maybe, I don't know. It's taken a while, but we did it. I'm not like Jolts who could just fucking speed run through multiple playthroughs in like a year. Just like, I can't do that. But... I wish I could. But there we go, guys. That is, I think that is it. I'm pretty sure that's all I needed to do. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. What I will do really quick though, while I'm just here, is I'm gonna just put the vial back in my inventory. Just for next time before I forget. And then next time, I will do some endgame farming on this character, so you guys can look forward to that. And like I said, I'll kind of like alternate between all my characters. Now that I have all the characters maxed out, I can finally do that, so that'll be fun. Killed Craw one time for us for celebration. I guess I could do that. Let me just do this really fast though. Should only take a second here. Okay. Let's see. Willow tree. Mordecai. Actually, wait a minute. Whoops. I got to open up one of my other characters so I can copy the vial. There we go. Items, mediocre vial, here we go. Let's see, how do I do this again? Is it export item to clipboard? I think, okay. And then now I can open up the other save. Hope this works. New, and then import from clipboard. There we go. Perfect. And we'll just leave the amount of vials at a fairly lower number. I'll probably just do 30 for now. And I'll just have to like refresh it every now and again just because I could probably go lower than that. I just wonder if like having less vials would actually make it crash less. Because I know the crashes have to do with the vials, so I'll try that. Save. Alright, there we go. Okay. One thing I also will do really quick while I'm thinking about it. Hey, what's up? Slacks. How you doing? Haven't heard that name in a while. That's fair. I've been around, though. I've been around. This whole time. Probably just flying under people's radar. Alright, what I'm going to do really quick, though, before I jump into Mordecai, is I'm going to go into just my Brick and Lilith really quick and drop the creator vials. I could have just gone into Willotree to take them out of their inventory, but I think it's just easier to do this. I'm just going to do that really quick, and we'll load back up my Mordecai, and hopefully he has the vials. Or the vial. So I don't know. I don't know if the creator vial is even necessary anymore. I don't even think it works like it used to. So just like, it's probably just making the crashes worse at this point. Having an extra vial in my inventory for no reason, you know, but I don't know. Let's see, where is it? I wish I had this Blackbird on my Mordecai, though. Ah, fuck. That's frustrating. Yeah, see, I don't need the Creator X either. I'll keep the Harsh, I think. We'll get rid of that too. It's just probably for the best. Just have one vial right now. Creator X, mediocre. Okay. Just drop those. I can make sure it saves. Let's see, a good way to make it so it saves is just change the color. Or not, maybe it won't work. Usually this works. Hello? Why won't it, why? Why is it not saving? The fuck? What if I just go into town really quick? Why is this shut? What the hell is going on? Doesn't that open? Doesn't that open when you do the first mission? What if I go back now? Will it save? I mean, it says that it's saved, but it didn't pop up the little save icon, so I don't believe it until that pops up. There we go. Okay. And I just gotta do this on Lilith real quick. Although I think I'll check my real ones as well. I know this is kind of like random what I'm doing here, but I just, while it's on my mind, I kind of wanted to do it because I'd have to do this off stream anyway. So I was just like, why not just do it real quick? You know, just get this done. And again, the reason that I'm doing this is because these vials are causing crashes. They have been on my Mordecai, so I think, you know, I'm going to try to like limit how many vials that I really have on a single character and see if that makes things any better. HP has a unique community. Most of us here puts his content. That's true. A lot of you guys did, and are somehow still around. Okay. Let's see. Oop! Did it crash? Come on, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what is wrong with... I don't remember these crashes being so frequent. I don't understand. Never used to be like this. I don't know what happens. Okay. I'm thinking it's like the Iridian Overhaul and the Arsenal, like, There's something going on between them all of a sudden. I know that they're both really big mods, though, like especially the Arsenal, but like, I don't know. It didn't used to do this between the two. It's so annoying. Yeah, don't forget to memorize your weapon bindings for Craw. True. I gotta get used to farming Craw and Mordecai anyway. I still don't have, like, the ideal loadout or anything like that. Morgan, you gotta bounce. Alright, man. Hey, yeah, you take care. You take care. Thanks for coming in. It was great talking to you. Appreciate you coming in, man. Okay, let's do this really fast. Creator, drop it. Creator X, drop it. Harvest, drop it. There we go. Now we just gotta make sure it saves. Usually this works. I don't know why it's not working all of a sudden. Come on. Hello. There we go. Except I know I need it to save. There we go. Okay. Now just my Roland really quick, and then we can go back to the Mordecai. Again, it honestly probably would have been better to just do it in Willow Tree, but I don't know. Especially with the crashing going on. I just don't think there's any point in keeping the Crater Vials. I'll keep the Harsh Vial on Rollins, but I'm not going to keep the Crater Vials because I don't think TCD has updated them. They're kind of just pointless at this point. If you guys didn't know what the Crater Vials did or do, or supposed to do, anyway, is, oh my god, dude, these crashes, what the fuck? I might not even be able to use the vials, guys. Until this is fixed. I don't know what's going on with this. That or I might just have to go down and just like use only the Arsenal or only Iridian Overhaul at a time. Because that's like really bad. That's pretty severe. Like if you know, if it's gonna crash that quickly, that's not good. Did I even reload the right character, though? I don't know if I did. Hey, you too, Craw. Have a good night, man. You take care. And I appreciate the good look. I think I'm gonna do Craw anyway. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do here, honestly. Sentient vials they gained AI and Rogue Rebellious. I know, it's like, what the hell, dude? Ugh. It just didn't used to do this. I think it was since... I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna, you know, go out on a limb and say that I think it was that last Iridian Overhaul update that I installed that's where this started, because it just wasn't happening like this before. It might have crashed every now and again, but this is like really bad. It's been really bad. Again, there was a reason I had to like get rid of the vials on Mordecai in the first place. Which thank God I figured out that was the issue, because like, yeah, I was losing my mind. Okay. Creator X. Again, I don't think this. Fuck. Hurry, hurry. Just want to do this before it crashes. Just go out here. Run around for a second. Come back. No! Oh my god. It is so bad. It is so bad. I just got to be able to do this, though. You know, fuck it. I'll just go into Willow Tree. We'll just go into Willow Tree and do this. And then check to make sure it's good. I might not be able to have the vials guys. Like this was not happening before, not even close. This is definitely a new thing. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's that new update in the Viridian overhaul. I might have to like revert back to the older version, or just stick with the arsenal or something for now, because which I hate to do that, you know. Fuck. So frustrating. Creator, delete, creator 2, delete. There we go. Now I'm just gonna, all I gotta do is boot them up and see if it's, you know, that's saved.
Okay.
Man, I can't believe that I finished this playthrough though. Holy shit. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next, like what my next playthrough is gonna be. You know? I might just stick with some endgame, like, Borderlands stuff, like, you know, just farming, like, Chrome Racks and Armory and all that jazz for now, until I decide. We'll just see, though. I don't know. You guys can always give me, you know, suggestions though on things you'd like me to play, games you'd like me to play. Always down for suggestions. I do have my own kind of things that I'm thinking of though, like I was thinking of a pre-sequel playthrough. I was talking about Doom, the Dark Ages, but again, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'm probably not gonna do that. Especially since I know I'm not gonna be able to stream for like a couple weeks. After the stream. And like Doom comes out next week, so I don't know if I want to wait that long anyway, although I might end up having to, because next week is just going to be so busy for me. What am I doing? Okay, look, quick, go. Okay, we're good. Now just to check Mordecai really fast. Again, I might just have to get rid of the vials, man. I don't know. Sucks. And sleep, I hate to blame your mods. You know, I could very much be wrong, honestly. I just don't know what else it would be. Like, everything else is unchanged. I just feel like ever since that update, you know, like something happened. I guess it wouldn't even be the last update that came out, because that one requires editable base maps. So it would be the update before that. I don't know. Something happened. Something happened to this game. And it clearly is the vials, because when I don't have the vials, it doesn't do that. There we go. Alright. Cool. Again, we'll just see next time. We'll see how how it goes with the crashing, and then kind of go from there. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it at that, I think. So, anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. I had a blast. You know, this was actually kind of an enjoyable farm, just because, you know, I had you guys to talk to. Was able to do this on stream, and was also able to blast some of my favorite tunes in the background. So I'm just glad it's done. I'm glad, you know, because I was not looking forward to that last bit with the grind, you know, grinding the proficiencies and the artifacts. The artifacts was really not that bad at all. I remember those being... I thought it was going to be more grindy than that, but no, maybe I just got lucky. But the proficiencies, that took like 6 hours total, I think. So, yeah. I don't think there's really any super quick way to get around that, to be honest, but... unless you use Willow Tree, which again I don't blame people for doing, because it's pretty tedious. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time, and like I said, my next stream won't be there won't be any streams next week, so I'll probably be streaming the weekend following that. That's my prediction, you know, when I'll stream next. It's definitely going to be that week, though. So, yeah, just to let you guys know, because again, next week is... I'm just going to be too busy. I have too much going on next week, so... but I hope you guys, you know, have, you know, have a good one. And, yeah, I'll see you all on... hopefully on the next stream. So, anyway... take care, everybody. See you next time.